And now, ladies and gentlemen, our next story is inspired by a small town in America called Gibsonton, Florida. Through the 20th century, Gibsonton became a town where many sideshow performers spent the off-season or later retired after a lifetime in performance. It became a community of human oddities running cafes, hotels, local financial institutions, and the local government. Our next little dramatization that we will present to you with the help of our acting company is based on Gibsonton, Florida. Our location is a little different. It is called Freak City. It is based on actual events. It is a play called Kid Cyclops, Private Eye.
Just another hot afternoon in Freak City, USA. Oddities hustling home from work. Curiosities out shopping. Freaks everywhere, and no one cares, because this is our town, where we can live our lives like so-called normal folks. But we also have problems like normal folks. We lie, steal, cheat, and kill. And when someone's looking for some freak who did something bad, that's when they come to me, Kid Cyclops. As slow as it had been, you'd think there'd been a revival, and all the sinners in this dirty town decided to clean up their act. I was seriously considering getting a steady paying job down at the Stop Shop and Go, just so I could keep up with the rent on this lousy office and for my next bottle of gin. But eventually, someone in this town will slip up and do something stupid. It's freak nature.
Come in!
Finally, some potential financial relief. I never know who's gonna walk through that door, but they always have one thing in common. They're looking for something, are willing to pay me to find it.
Are you Kid Cyclops, Private Eye?
That's what it says on the door, don't it?
My name is Henrietta DeVille.
Her eyes were already knocking me out, but when she showed me the rest of her face, I was floored. I never seen a bearded lady so beautiful, and with a mustache too. My heart started fluttering. I thought I must have been daydreaming.
Are you all right?
Yeah, more than all right. And what can I do for you, Miss DeVille?
I heard you were the kind of man that could help a person like me. That you had a special talent for surveillance.
I suppose that's true, and each of us is born with a special gift, huh? I got a good eye. I see things others might not. I got focus. I got vision. If you want me to go on the lookout for you to see if I can see something, then I'm your man.
What I wouldn't have given to be her man. To run my fingers through that silky beard of hers. To feel the soft brush of her mustache tickling my cheeks.
You wouldn't happen to have something strong to drink, would you?
I was falling head over heels for this dame, tongue-tied, and then I remembered how to use my mouth again.
I'll make yourself comfortable. I'll pour us both a stiffy. I mean, stiff one. Hey, that better not be a gun you're reaching for in there.
It wouldn't be the first time someone wanted to kill me. And oh, what a sweet assassin this bearded broad would be.
I don't have a gun. Not on me, anyway. This is my husband. I want you to follow owe him. I want you to find out what he's been doing with my money. He's been making large cash withdrawals from our bank account. And I know he's up to no good. I can feel it in the hairs of my chinny chin chin.
I figured she was rich from the way she dressed, so that meant I could raise my usual fee. It was time to focus on business, but damn, she was distracting. She might be able to talk me into doing this case pro bono, if you know what I mean. I played hard to get.
Well, I don't know, lady. I'm booked solid for the next couple of weeks, and
You don't look so busy to me. I need your help right away. I'll pay you double your normal fee. I've got to know what Larry's been doing with my money.
At long last, I finally hit the gravy train.
Well, okay, all right. I guess I can make an exception for you, a lady in distress. So tell me, where do I look for him?
She told me what kind of car he had, his daily routines, what bars he liked to hang out at. Larry was a boozer and a gambler, and Henrietta hoped he hadn't been going to the track again to bet on the hippopotamus races. She paid me a deposit in advance. We had another shot of gin, and she left, leaving the room empty except for the vapors of a perfect woman who was in a perfectly awful marital situation. If she ended up getting a divorce over this, well, I'd have a shoulder for her to cry on, and a nice warm bed to lie down next to me for a good long snuggle. Larry wasn't hard to find, but it took a while of tailing him for things to get interesting. I couldn't believe my eye when I saw I was sitting at the table with Larry. It was Vivian, a woman I had dated not too long ago, but she broke it off with me. Somehow, even with her, I couldn't keep my eye off other women. And Vivian wanted me to say that I only had eye for her. And there she was, sitting right up close to Larry, the cold-blooded creep.
I'll take whatever's on tap.
It was him, all right. Larry and Vivian finally managed to stop making kissy faces so they could talk, and talk loud enough that I could hear every word they were saying.
I'm tired of meeting like this. When are you going to finally break it off with your wife?
Come on, baby. It ain't all that easy. I told you that. She's my cash cow. We need that money, Vivian, sweetheart, so we can have a life together.
I tried to imagine what their children might look like, and these two seemed the type that would surely breed some kind of horrifying offspring.
Look, baby cakes, just hang in there a little bit longer. I've got a plan. Today, I'm going to increase the payout on our life insurance policy. I'm going to get $1 million when she kicks the bucket. And if everything goes without a hitch, that's going to be tomorrow night at midnight. No more Henrietta.
Well, how's that going to happen? Wait, are you going to kill her? Well, how are you going to do it without getting caught? Do you need me to be your alibi?
Oh, yes, sweetheart. Would you do that for me? Oh, see, here's what's going to happen. I'll make it look like someone broke into the house, right? And then they killed her, right? And then you'll just say I was with you that night because we're having an affair. It's foolproof.
Those two were dumber than pinheads at a Mensa convention. I felt like I might puke if I saw them press faces together much longer.
Okay, darling. I'm headed off to the insurance insurance company. I love you. And the next time I see you, I'll be a free man and rich. Let's go. I'll drop you off and then head to the insurance company.
Larry, I love you too.
Thanks for the hospitality. Had a lively conversation.
I decided to follow Larry, and sure enough, after dropping off Vivian, his next stop was the insurance company. He kept looking over his shoulder, as if someone might see that he was up to no good. But he never spotted me in my ever-watchful eye.
Listening Larry the loser lizard man! Where's my money? You're supposed to have it for me yesterday. All of that.
Sammy, look, I'm sorry. I've been trying. I just got a bum tip on a short thing that turned out to be a total bust. But I'll have the money for you next week, I promise. Just give me a few more days.
Do you want me to stick him right now, Bob?
You got 3 days for my money, Larry, or I'll bite your freaking legs off. You hear me? Or maybe you think I'm joking. Hey, Cactus Boy, go get in for me right now.
I'd run over there to help a lady in distress, but I'd be outnumbered, and then I'd mess up the case, lose the rest of my payout, and probably ruin any chance of further encounters with a lovely, soon-to-be either divorced or widowed Henrietta. Hopefully the latter.
Hey, Larry, this is Tree-Legged Amy. You ain't. Why don't you tell Larry why you're in such bad shape?
I owe you money.
And do you have my money today? Like I said, you better.
No, but I will.
I'm gonna use you as an example. This bitch has a Mexican spear, and I'm gonna take her for collateral so she pays me the money she owes me. You got that, Larry? 3 days for my money, or this happens to you. So get out of my face and go get my money, chump.
Whoa. Oh, that was harsh.
And that leg of yours ain't gonna grow back like your tail.
I felt for Annie, and almost felt sorry for Larry. But everyone knows that if you go to Sammy the Shark for a loan and don't meet the terms and conditions, you will get hurt. Bad. Maybe even all the way up to dead. I called Henrietta and told her that I had important information, and for her to meet me at my office as soon as possible. I didn't hear from Henrietta till the next day, and all kinds of horrible scenarios played out in my head of what could have happened to her.
Henrietta! Oh, money. I'm so glad you came. You just make yourself comfortable. Let me pour you a drink.
I came as soon as I could. What information did you have for me? Did you find something out about Larry? What's he been doing with my money?
Brace yourself. I got some photos worth 1,001 words. There's a picture of your lecherous husband, huh? With his girlfriend, Vivian Big Jiggles. Going to the insurance company to upgrade your life insurance policy for higher payoff. Now, your husband, he's planning to murder you and live happily ever after with Vivian Big Jiggles.
No good son of a... I'll murder him before he gets a chance to murder me.
You'd only do him a favor, believe me. You don't want to end up in prison. You ever hear how they treat bearded ladies behind bars? It ain't pretty. Besides, you can do better than Larry. You deserve so much more. A man who appreciates your special attributes. A man who's not having an affair and trying to murder you.
What are you trying to say?
Well, I'm in love with you, Henrietta. Forget about that deadbeat husband of yours. And let me be your man. Let me be the one to make love with that luscious beard and mustache of yours, please.
I'm so confused. This is all too much.
No, Henrietta, don't run away. I can protect you.
It was no use. I shouldn't have moved in so fast, but I couldn't help it. I couldn't stand how the poor girl was being treated. There was only one thing left to do. I would have to keep my eye on her, be sure that I was around that night, make sure that Larry couldn't do as he had planned, to murder his wife at the stroke of midnight.
On my door this late at night. Who is it?
Special delivery from Miss Henrietta DeVille. I got flowers and candy for you. You, Miss Henrietta DeVille? Someone must think you're real special. Flowers and candy are fine and dandy. All a lady needs is to sign here, please.
Nothing makes a good impression like old-fashioned candy and flowers. And nothing makes a better distraction either.
Have a great night.
Who on earth would be sending me flowers this time of night? Larry hasn't sent me flowers in ages. Beautiful flowers for a beautiful bearded woman, signed Kid Cyclops. What if Larry comes home? If he sees this hill, I don't know what he would do, or even if he'd care. Why should I care?
Whoa. Henrietta, you're still awake? I figured you'd be fast asleep this late at night.
You're home late. Where have you been?
Just some last minute business I had to attend to. I just got so swept away in what I was doing.
Why didn't you call to tell me about it?
You don't want to hear about all that boring stuff. Look, I'm sorry I came home so late. Now how about I make it up to you? I could pour us a few drinks. You can take a nice hot bath and...
You've been drinking, haven't you? So why do I feel like you're lying to me, Larry? What happened to your tail? Did it get caught in the elevator again? Is that what happened, Larry?
Yes, that's it! Silly me in that darn elevator.
Why do I feel like you're not telling me the truth?
What's gotten into you? Why are you being that way with me? If you're tired and confused, then you should be in bed. It's way past your bedtime. Say! What's with the candy and flowers? There's another man in here. I can smell it. Who is it? Have you been cheating on me?
You're accusing me of cheating? Well, let me tell you something, Buster. You have some nerve. Here's a newsflash. Larry! I hired a private detective. And do you think you could possibly imagine the kind of photos he had to show me? Care to make a confession? Huh? What do you have to say to me, Larry? Care to tell me whom and what you've been spending my money on? I ought to kill you right now, you no-good son of a...
Don't do it, Henrietta! You'd be filled with regret! Believe me!
Detective Cyclops, what are you doing here?
Who the fuck are you? Are you the so-called private dick she's talking about? It's all over for you, Henrietta!
The weapons down, both of you! Now let's talk this out like reasonable people!
Seen plenty of gunshot deaths, but this was the nastiest case of lead poisoning I've ever seen up close. Maybe it bothered me because I lost Henrietta and the beautiful life we were going to share together.
Open up! It's the police!
What's going on here? Two reports of gunfire.
Well, it's didn't kick Cyclops. Private Eye. Looks like you got yourself tangled up. In another fine mess.
Can you tell us what happened, kid?
Same old story. Husband cheats on wife and plans to murder to collect the insurance money.
So, Kid Cyclops, who's the dame with the beard and the mustache?
Oh, another broken heart. Someone who once again made me feel that something special can happen.
I'm sorry, kid. Better luck next time.
Yeah, kid, what do you say? Let's forget about this. Let's go get a couple drinks. What do you say? Come on. Come on, kid.
Okay, sounds good.
Well, things weren't all bad. Maybe Vivian will go out with me again after I tell her that her boyfriend had been shot multiple times until he finally croaked. Maybe I can figure out who's next in line to inherit Henrietta's money. And maybe that person needs help finding something or someone. I don't know anymore. But I do know this. Love and life can be gone in the blink of an eye.
Isn't that a fascinating story, ladies and gentlemen? We're going to take this opportunity to take a little intermission. I'd like to welcome you to try the new bathrooms that have been added onto the theater. You go right out this door, turn left, real plumbing, it's even heated. There's hot water in there, there's soap.